Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're making Hasselback potatoes. They were invented by a Swedish chef and they're just such a fun, different way of making a baked potato basically. By cutting ridges in the potatoes, you get some nice crispy edges and a very tender interior. A perfect side dish for dinner. Plus, it is really easy. Let's get started. Before starting this recipe, make sure your oven is preheated to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. This is quite a simple recipe, so you really only need a few extra things in addition to your potatoes. We do like to use russet potatoes for this, but you can use whatever you prefer. You're gonna need around 3 tablespoons of your oil of choice. I'm using olive oil, you can use vegetable oil or whatever else you would like. I have around 2 tablespoons of melted butter and some salt to start with. The amounts of everything are for 6 pretty decent sized potatoes. So if you have a different number, feel free to adjust. But we're gonna start with our potato on the cutting board. And you will need either some salad tongs, mine are pretty flat, which is why I like to use these, or chopsticks, some wooden skewers. Basically, you're looking for something that you can lay around the potato to stop you from cutting all the way down to the bottom. So I'm just putting the tongs on either side, the long way. And then we're gonna start making cuts along the potato about 1/8 of an inch apart. I'm just gonna go down until I touch the top of the tongs and then repeat. All right, now I should have some nice cuts in the potato, but it should still be intact along the bottom so that it holds together. I have a baking sheet lined with a silicone mat. You can use parchment paper, although the oven temperature might be a little bit high for that. Use parchment paper at your own risk. Once I'm done cutting them, I'm just gonna transfer them to our baking sheet and repeat with the rest of my potatoes. Now that the potatoes are done, I'm gonna add some of my oil in with the melted butter. And just mix it together with a brush. And we're gonna brush the tops of all of our potatoes with this butter and oil mixture. I'm gonna try my best to get sort of in between, but we're also gonna brush them again later. Okay, now we're gonna hit the tops with some salt as well. To start, these are going to go in the oven for 30 minutes. Our potatoes have been in for around 30 minutes. They're opening up a little bit more, which is great. Now we're going to take the remaining oil and butter and really get into the crevices of the potatoes. I'm not sure if I said this before, but I only used about half of it to start, so now we're going to use the other half. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more salt, and then I'm also adding pepper. These are going back in the oven for another 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna check if they're tender. Potatoes out of the oven. They're nice and crispy on the outside and tender in the middle, and now they're all set for your dinner. Alright, let's try our potato. Honestly, they taste like french fries. It is really good. If you want to go for even more of a baked potato vibe, you could put sour cream and chives on top. That would be really good too. Thank you so much for watching our video. We hope you try to make potatoes this way, and we'll see you for the next video. Bye!